Hey traders, it's Kyle from K Capital. It is 6/1/2015. It's about 6:08 Eastern Standard Time. Quick video tonight. First and foremost, apologies for the noise in the background. It's pouring here in Philadelphia. Hopefully this doesn't take away from the video, but if it does, please let me know and I'll gladly reshoot this. So a lot going on today, especially over the last week or two with our open alerts. As you guys saw, we closed AT today. I actually feel pretty crappy about this because I thought this was a good opportunity to fill this gap here, but it just broke down technically, which our main thing here is protect capital, and at the end of the day this really didn't hold this 293 level of support that I kind of outlined over the last couple weeks, which is pretty unfortunate because, like I said, this was definitely a stock that I really liked. I formed this ascending triangle pattern. 293 was really a major level that if we broke down, we have to get out. Now, the flip side of this is, it's a turnaround story in terms of the fundamentals. This could easily bounce back, and that's the type of situation to where I'd rather protect capital, get out, at a 7% loss, which isn't too bad over 3 alerts. We reinvested in this 3 times, so it's the type of situation that sucks, but at the end of the day, I wanted to protect capital here, and as this broke down, it was something that we had to exit today. So you take losses in this game. It's just a matter of being patient, and unfortunately, this one did not play out, but it's okay because we have plenty of other opportunities, which take us to MRGE. We're at a 3% loss here, this one, but again, this is holding 450 very well. All the down days have been on really, really low volume, so I really think this is just an opportunity to either add to this position this week or to continue to let it play out, which is probably what we'll do. So patience with this one. Our target here is 550 to the $6 range still. No changes there. Next is RMBS. We're currently up 8% across our alerts here. A down day today, but I think it made a higher low, and what I mean by that is the low from the prior day last week, or the high I should say, of 14 or 1541. We didn't break that low. Granted, we had a down day of 6 cents, but this is still a bullish chart, something that I think could easily hit 16 where we'll look to exit. So congratulations for the longs there. Plus 8% in a couple weeks is pretty decent. Next, which is actually even better than RMBS, is DRRX. We've alerted to this play 3 times, and we're up, I think, 18, 14, and 6% right now. So it's right around an average of, or weighted average of 13%. It's still hitting this level of resistance in 265, which, I think this is the 5th time we've hit this. Now, this triangle pattern is very nice. It's just a matter of time, in my opinion, before we break out of here and we go on our way to 3. Our downside case here is this bottom level of support. So, the 237 to 250 range is kind of where I'll be looking to lock in some profits. But for the time being, I think this is continuing to form a nice pattern that we typically like to see. A breakout here, and I think we easily hit 3. So more to come on this guy. So congratulations again to the longs. Another average of 13% in a couple weeks is pretty phenomenal, so I'll take that. Continuing with the good stories, TNK, we're now up 11% in this in 10 days. This is a perfect chart. We eyed this up over, I think, last week or the week before after the earnings call. It has nice volume coming into the breakout, and today was kind of the day that it just took off. The tanker stories fundamentally are linked to crude, and I think as crude kind of sees some fluctuations in terms of its price and its volatility, this is going to rebound nicely. Right now I'd say 8 is our current target, and again, that's a nice return in less than a week and a half. So congrats to all you guys who got in that guy. Next is Chris. I think we're up 4.5 to 5% in this. If we want to zoom in very quickly, this is one that I was hesitant to hold on to, but one thing that caught my eye, and what I alluded to in the last video, was the fact that it was holding this level of support. And to be frank, it did the same thing today. The low of today bounced right off of that. So I think this is one that may trade sideways for a couple days and then continue north to 4. that will put us in a great return for a couple days to a week or two holding period. So, patience with this one. Right now we're still in the green, so it's obviously a nice trade. And finally, a new alert from today, which is right off the watch list, is TTMI. This is another beautiful setup here, and then it just broke through resistance today. So I'm really confident in this guy. I think this is a nice play that on high volume, which we had a decent spike today, I think 653,000 shares, but it broke through resistance. So the first target is going to be 1050 to 11, which net us a nice return for a couple days. So let's see how this plays out. Hopefully everyone got into this today. If you did not, if you're not receiving the alerts, please let me know so I can make sure I check that out to see why you're not receiving those, both the text alerts and the email alerts. But that kind of puts us at a nice summary of where we're at in terms of our open positions to the swings. Obviously, long term, we're still in SD. As I alluded to a few times, this is a fundamental play, really just a call option again on crude, and it looks okay. They did that note deal or the bond deal the other week. The market seems to be reacting positively to that as it continues to hold the 113 to the 120 range. My goal is definitely to get this back up to 150 to $2. If it does that, I think long term it's even more of a bullish play, because if it rebounds that quickly to $2, 150 to $2, I think to see $3-4 in the next 12 to 16, 18 months is realistic. Now it's just a matter of whether or not fundamentally they can keep their kind of ducks in a row and kind of de-lever their balance sheet. But for the time being, we're going to continue to hold this, and really that's a nice summary of where we're at. Obviously I'll start the scans for tonight to see what other opportunities we have for tomorrow, and by all means, please, if you have any questions, shoot me an email and I will gladly get back to you as soon as I can. Alright traders, we'll talk soon.